I'm Rich Waidmann, and I'm President and CEO of Connectria. There are many companies in the hosting industry that started out just selling space in a rack. And they've moved from that co-location market to try to move upstream into a more complex hosting environment. It's very difficult to start at the low end and try to work your way up to the high end. Our first customer was Deutsche Bank, our second customer was IBM, our third customer was Union Pacific, one of the world's largest transportation companies. So starting at a low end where you're just filling up racks with servers and trying to add additional things is not comparable to having the world's largest bank that has a replicated IBM DB2 database environment on AIX with Windows servers and complex firewalls, and making sure you have all the security rules in place to pass an FDIC audit. Universally, things just don't work the way they're supposed to work. And once you start combining multiple technologies, whether that's from IBM or Oracle, it becomes extremely complex. So when you asked about what makes up for complex technology, it has to do with the number of technologies that all are touching each other. Having engineers that A, understand the complexity of that, and B, how to manage each one of them individually is really a kind of a daunting task. The same people that are involved in scoping and quoting an effort are the same people that support it afterwards. So, which is very different in this industry. Most large companies, mid-sized, small companies, you have a pre-sales group, and then they sell something and kind of throw it over the wall to the operations group to run. We don't do it that way at all. It's the same people that quote your environment up front are the same ones you deal with afterwards. Our engineers do not want to sell you something, our account managers do not want to sell you something that isn't going to work and meet your needs. Connectria typically acts as a trusted advisor to our clients, and that's a word that they've coined. We like hearing that. I don't know that we set out to be that, it's just we've become that. So compared to other companies that got into the hosting business by offering co-location, for example, where they just rented you space in a data center, and then they started doing a few services on top of that, they really don't know the full complexity of running a mission-critical system for a large multinational corporation like our staff do.